So yesterday you took that disconnection oriented architecture notes, right? Okay. Okay. So we'll see steps one more time quickly, and then we'll just move to this program. Okay. So the theory but we'll see now. Okay. So basically, in our connection-oriented architecture, the drawback is we need to open the connection and we need to close the connection. So, like every time if we fail to close the connection, then what will happen? The connection will remain same, like, and the connection will be opened, and the number of if the users increased or something, the number of connections will increase, and that may leads to performance issues of the application. So it's a drawback. To overcome that, we are going for disconnection oriented architecture. So here we have a concept called SQL data adapter class. So this one, so this SQL data adapter class is responsible for opening and closing the connection automatically. So it will take care of it. So we don't need to write separate code for that, or we don't need to separate. We don't need to mention separately for that opening and closing. So this class itself will take care of the opening and closing. And also, whenever we are working with the connection oriented architecture, directly we are sending the data into database, and we are storing the values in database. Or if we are retrieving data from database directly, we are retrieving data from database only. So it's a drawback only. So any hacker may hack the data, our database or something, and he can do some unusual things. That's the reason we have a concept called dataset in our disconnection oriented architecture. Dataset is nothing but it's a temporary database. Okay, it will act like a database only, but it's a temporary database. So it will create some temporary table there, and after that it will pick the data from there, or it will insert the data from there. From that temporary table, it will move the data to the database. Okay, so this SQL data adapter class data adapter class will responsible for this data set also. So how to use the data set means we need to create one object to data set. Okay, and after that after that, what we will do means we'll retrieve the data. So we'll create the data from the data set. After that, we simply fill that data set by using a method called da.fill. So here we'll keep the dataset object, and here we'll keep the table name. That's it. Whatever the table name you want, so we'll just keep that one. Okay. So see, here are the steps. The first one, declare namespace and create connection. Pass the query. Previously, we used to pass the query using SQL command. Now we are using the data adapter class. And after that, we need to create object to the dataset, and we need to finally execute the query. So this is what that one. Okay. So what are the difference? What is the difference between our connection oriented and disconnection oriented means? See, now here in these steps we don't have any opening and closing. That's the main difference. Okay, that's it. Okay, so I'm just coming back to the program. So I will open my SQL server. I will check for whether we have that database or not. So basically, most of the people won't teach, program for this disconnection oriented architecture. Why? Because so even in my initial teaching days, where training .NET or something, I did not teach this program, but later on I analyzed, and I have done some, some I have done. I analyzed few things and all, and finally I got this solution for disconnection. But anyway, disconnection oriented ADO.NET, the main purpose of ADO.NET is for web applications, like Windows application like Windows Forms, or ASP.NET, ASP.NET MVC, Web API, or .NET Core. So there we will use that. Okay. So because there only we will have a user interface. Like for example, if you have a registration page, username text box, password text box, first name text box, last name text box, confirm password text box, phone number, email ID, so country drop down, and languages known check boxes like English, Telugu, Hindi, like that, and the gender, radio button, male, female, so like that. So what we will do, when the user clicks on register, all the values should save in database. So all these things, where we will get all these things means we will get in Windows Forms, we'll get in ASP.NET, we'll get all these things in MVC, we'll get all these things in .NET Core. Okay, so we'll get all these things there. But the thing is, if you people practice multiple times, okay, so see, and outside, whenever you go outside and when you speak with your friends or someone, so I am just learning ADO.NET now or something like, then what will happen, so those people will feel like ADO.NET is so much difficult or something. So you people don't need to worry about it. Okay. So how can you achieve that means? So here the same thing I will teach in Windows Forms also one more time. The same thing I will teach in uh, web forms, like ASP.NET also I will teach. Okay, the same thing I will teach in ASP.NET MVC. So if you people practice, so, but one thing, so that ASP.NET example will be different, MVC example will be different, C sharp example will be different. Okay, wherever we go, we will go with some new examples. Okay, so that's the reason it won't. I mean, it won't. So like it will be like a separate practice sessions for you guys, and also you will learn that very much easily, and that's the reason I'm dealing this one for multiple times. Okay, so now disconnection oriented architecture, as usual, the first step is what? So declare namespace. Done. What is the second step? Create connection. Done. Passed. So here what we are doing here is we are passing the query here, and we are passing that result to the SQL data adapter class. Okay. Now what will happen? This query results, it will store in this data set. Okay. So this SDA, SQL data adapter dot fill of what? This data set data. So now where is the data now? In the SQL data adapter. Okay, so previously here we are executing command dot non-query, command dot execute scalar, reader, everything. But here people see here, do you people found any open here, open method? Do you people found any close method here? No. So and it is not directly communicating with the see SQL command is getting the data and we are storing in data adapter. Okay, so here the temporary table will be created. Okay, we are storing the data there only. Now when I'm trying to print my data here, DS data. What is this DS? Data set. So from here I'm getting the data now. So from here I'm getting the data now. See, I'm not getting the data from command query or something. So this is what my temporary database or temporary table or something. From here only I'm getting the data. I'm not directly communicating with my database now. So for now, what I have kept like ds data dot tables of 0, ds data dot tables of rows of what 0 0. So this is what header and this is what values. Only for one row we can do that because I want to show the disconnection oriented architecture. That's why I hard coded like that. But yeah, just for understanding purpose. But when we go for this ADO Windows Forms and all, so we'll see a lot of examples there. See, this 101 and test. So this is from where we are getting this one from SQL Server only. Okay, that's it. So can people can note down this program? I'm just keeping this line here itself. So any questions here in this program? Are you guys understood? Any questions? Yes, no? No comments? We'll see that in upcoming examples. So with this, we completed our ADO.NET in C#. So our next topic is Windows Forms. Okay. So and so crystal reports I kept in my book, but that is not part of our syllabus and that is not used anywhere. So if you still want it, so you can practice that one by following the steps. If you need any help, I am ready to help you guys. Okay. So we are pending with only one topic, that is what Windows Forms. Yeah, once you people are done with this, we'll start with that Windows Forms. So mostly one more week for this one. Later we'll finish with the C sharp. So we'll start with our RAM basic. Table of 0 means in the table. Yes, that's the reason. See, this one we cannot use. Why? Because so this disconnection architecture disconnection oriented is mostly we'll use for grid view and all, binding data and all. So for just practice purpose, for understanding purpose, I have given the example. So if I explain the theory and if I don't give the program, then how you will understand? That's why I just gave one example so that you people will practice that and you will get the output. That's the reason. Okay, done. So can we move to that introduction of Windows Forms? So people are so dull today. So done with this program. That's what I'm asking. If you're done, then we'll go for next topic. Okay, then fine. So I'm closing this program. Okay. Okay. So we'll open our book once and we'll see what is there in that. But anyway, our book and our Windows Forms will be different. So we'll teach a lot of things. So finally, you guys completed our C sharp. So many people joined this class, 2 months back or something. So you people have so many doubts, like whether you are capable of learning C sharp. So were able to understand the C sharp because so some people are from mechanical, some people are from civil, some people are MBA background. So how you people are feeling now? So is this C sharp easy or difficult? So what is your thoughts on it, guys? Okay, not ADO.NET, overall C sharp. Okay, so rest of the people felt like C sharp is so much difficult. Okay, thank you for that. So I hope you learned and enjoyed this Shisha. So for those, I think most of the people paid for full stack only here, but still, so if someone need information about that one, you can connect with our admin. Our admin is also there in our group. You can message him directly in that group, like if you need, I mean, fees information or something. Okay. So mostly one more week. That's it. Mostly. So if we go slowly and we'll spend 1 or 2 sessions for interview questions also. Mostly we'll complete by next Saturday. What is that? From Visual Studio Code to SQL not connecting. Why? So simple, Manikanta. So maybe if you are able to open the SQL server, then it will. Okay. This Windows Forms. Now we'll start with that. So basically Windows Forms. So Windows Forms is nothing but Windows based application. So if you want to work with, so please show me that error, then only I can help you. Okay. So how to create a Windows Form application. So now I will just show you guys. So see, these Windows Form applications are like, if you people wants to work with this Windows app kind of things. How to work with that means, so see here, create new project. Here, here, so here it is Windows, and here you need to select desktop applications. Okay, see the first one, whatever we are getting, that is what Windows Forms app. So here always we need to select the one which is having .NET framework within the bracket. We need to select that one only always. Okay, this one. The previously what we selected here, console application. Okay, now what we are selecting, desktop application. So here platform will be Windows only, language will be C# only. Okay, so you people may forget about it, right? So long back. So language. First we need to select our language. What is our language? C#. Platform. What is our platform? Windows. What is our project type? Desktop. That's it. Now which one? This one. Okay, done. So now what we'll do? Simple click on next. So see here same uh, project name. You can give any name here. Location, you can give any location wherever you want to save. You can save there, and now click on create. See, this is what Windows form. We got it. So see, this is the form. We call it as form. So this form size we can increase like this. We can reduce the size or we can increase the size. like this, like that, whatever you want, you can play like that. But the thing, once the form size is fixed, so for suppose this is form size, now it is fixed. If you click on run, then what will happen, like, we cannot increase or decrease the size of the form now. So this is the output actually. So I did not completely see, I'm unable to change the form size. Either I can minimize or maximize, that thing I can do, but we cannot adjust the form size. So once we fix the form size, then we cannot do anything. Okay. So this is what here. And here what we will do. So whatever the console programs we have done, all the programs we can do here. But we all know, like, .NET is for what? The .NET is famous for what? Drag and drop. So the drag and drop feature you will see here. So actually, if you want to work with this window form, we have some custom controls, or we have some controls are available. So uh, how to use the controls means, if you here we have a option called toolbox. Here, if you go to the options here, click on view. Here you will find toolbox. This one. Just click on it. So it will open like this. Always it will show here. If that is not showing here, simple. If it is not there, then go to view toolbox. That's it. This is what our toolbox. Okay. Okay. So this is what the things. Okay. So here in this toolbox, we have different types of window controls are available. So see here, common controls, containers, menu, toolbars, data. So I will teach some limited things here. Why? Because we need to spend a lot of time on ASP.NET. So there we can discuss more things also. But whatever required for C# and whatever required for Windows Forms, up to that level we'll teach. Okay. Now here all window forms. So you people can see here pointer, background worker, everything. We have button, checkbox and all. Okay. So here we'll teach some important things. So for example, if you want to work with some text box, PQRST somewhere here, text box. So this is what the text box. So for example, if you want to give some name to this one, then we need to use one thing called label. Okay, I will just help you for understanding this. Okay, so see, we are just playing now. I will explain one more time. People don't need to worry. So for example, what I'm doing and all, I will tell you. Okay. Okay. So I'm just for now I'm just showing what all things we can do with this one. Only that part only you people I mean, just see. But how you are doing, what you are doing and all, I will give the doc. I will give the notes. I mean, orally, so that people can note down. Okay. So I will take one more username and export. Sir, how we get all these things here? So simple. For example, if you want one label, label. So select that one and drag here. That's it. You will get the label. If you need a text box or how to get it. We'll repeat Amit. For now, just see. Okay. I will tell one more time. So what all things we can do with this Windows Forms and all, I will show you. Okay. So anyway, we have only some 6-7 minutes left for the class. That's the reason I'm just giving overview of Windows Forms. Okay. So see. Okay. So we can rename this one. Okay. So you can uh, you can give some beautiful color to this form. Mm, see this form color changed now. Okay. So here we will give like a login. Then what will happen? So and after that, what I will do? I will change this color to something else. Four color, font color. This one. Okay. So what is this? There is no red color kind of thing here. Okay. So we'll see what is this properties, how we can get all these things, what all things we can do with this. Everything we'll see. Okay. So now what is missing here? Can someone tell me? Something is missing here. We'll see. What is that? Yes, button. Button only. Correct. So now from where to get that one? Here you will have button, drag and drop here. That's it. You got the button now. No, you can increase the size. You can change the size. So again, if you want to rename or if you want to change some color or something, now right click on it. First point, you have properties. So here, what is that? You can change the text. What is the text? Submit. Okay, this is the one. Okay, so for everything in Windows form, what is most important here is properties. Okay, so if you arrange the properties, then we'll get the so whatever you want to do here, you need to do everything from properties only. So how to get those properties means, so simply you can select that control and right click on it and you can go to properties. Or one more way, now select that control, just click on backspace. Here backspace is like like right click properties only. So both will take to the properties. Okay. So for example, if you want to write some code on button, so then we need to double click on it. Then you need to write the code, or else you have one more option, or you can press enter here. So in both the cases, we can write some logic here. Okay. So this is what Windows Phone. So can we do you people? I will give you how to create a new Windows Phone application. I will give you the notes. Okay, just note down. Okay, okay, note down. Yeah, step one, launch Visual Studio. Create new project. Okay. Uh, uh, Here, select language as C sharp. Step three. Select language as C sharp. Select platform as Windows. Select platform as Windows. Select project type as desktop. Desktop. Okay. Select project template as the one which I am showing on notepad. Note down this one. Okay. Now click on next. The next step is here we can change the project settings. Here we can change the project settings like project name, location. Okay. Now click on create. Okay. Okay. So now note down this one. Mm. These 3 points. So in our next class, we'll see different programs on Windows Forms. Okay, done. Okay, then thanks all for joining. We'll meet tomorrow. So we'll see some interesting programs on Windows Forms.